America's healthcare system is changing drastically. You ask why this matters to you. It matters because America cannot afford to continue economically as it has. It weakens us financially, and that in effect makes it where we cannot borrow if we need to. It also prevents us from being prepared to defend ourselves in case of a war. Health insurance costs are rising faster than wages and inflation. This is according to my American Politics and Government book. America must control healthcare spending to remain fiscally sound. A recent poll showed that over half of the U.S. population is dissatisfied with the thought of having a universal healthcare system. This system's dissatisfaction stems from unfounded fears and inaccurate information. The three misconceptions are: 1, a universal plan equals socialized medicine; 2, the rising cost of health care is related to the universal health plan; and 3, that America has the greatest healthcare system in the world. Now, today, I would like to dispel some of these misconceptions and hopefully clarify some inaccurate information. Socialism is defined as a society where individuals and resources are owned and controlled by the government. The universal plan is intended to give access to medical care to all people. The universal plan offers people a chance to choose a plan that fits their family, their needs, and their purses. Economic and healthcare experts believe a single-payer system is most efficient and sustainable option for America. Congress is still trying to find a balance between a publicly funded or a government-regulated for-profit healthcare corporation. The U.S. is one of the few countries that does not have a publicly administered universal program. Germany was the first to have a universal system and has recognized many benefits. These benefits were an improvement in health care in a population and their financial well-being. The universal plan hopes to empower change and to improve the availability of information for people to make educated healthcare choices. Healthcare spending and increases in health insurance premiums have been steadily rising since the 1990s. The Republican Party originally proposed a plan for insurance coverage during Clinton's administration in opposition to his health plan. This is from New York Times article. America spends twice as much for health care than other countries. Stephen Bernstein cited a study by the McKinsey Global Institute showing that the U.S. spends $477 million more than other countries with no better outcomes. According to a Harvard University researcher, a 20% in premium increase is expected over the next 4 years, which will cost us an additional $3.5 million. As healthcare costs escalate, so does insurance premiums. Employer-sponsored plans coverage will be reduced, offering you less coverage for the amount of money, or it will cost you more on your insurance premiums, or your employees may freeze your wages due to the rising cost of healthcare insurance. Insurance companies are profiting from our poor health. A McKinsey Group study reported health insurance companies made a $30 billion after-tax profit in 2010. The average insurance company CEO makes an 8-figure salary. I think I'm in the wrong profession. We know that the increasing cost of health care is related to the overwhelming poor health of our population and the increased cost of health insurance. But does it seem fair that insurance companies are profiting at the expense of sick people? And is their profit preventing millions of Americans from affording health care? Over 45% of the U.S. population has a chronic illness or disease. If we have the greatest healthcare system in the world, would the rate be so high? Why is the U.S. ranked 37th in the nation, just after Costa Rica? A Commonwealth study showed that, according to 37 indicators, that we failed on covering quality, access, efficiency, and equality in the U.S. as related to other outstanding countries. We frequently miss opportunities to prevent disease, disability, mortality, and we fail to keep pace with health outcomes achieved by leading countries. The U.S. has highest death rate among all age groups. Infant mortality, and we are less prepared to handle medical crisis. We have some of the highest skilled physicians in the country, access to advanced medical technology and procedures. So why are we failing to utilize these advancements? Today, America spends over $2.5 trillion a year for health care, and we still aren't improving the care that we deliver. The amount of health care costs is expected to increase over the next several years. Because of health insurance increases and our growing population, can we afford to continue as we have thus far? We have to find a way to improve access to care, quality of care, efficiency, and the cost of health care. Don't you agree that America's healthcare system must change?
Wait a minute there, please. Time.
So,